Good morning, my dear friends. See now, we shall begin with the another chapter. Okay, losses of pre-stress. So, what exactly this loss of pre-stress is? So, my dear friends, actually, in the sense now, don't be under the impression that suppose now during the pre-stressing operation, okay, in the sense now I am going to pull the cable and then anchor it. Okay, say take for example now if I pull the cable with 1000 kilonewton load and then anchor it with with the same load. Okay, don't be under the impression that this 1000 kilonewton load, whatever the compressive force has been now applied on the concrete, okay, it will remain forever the same. No, it won't. Okay, so now what happens is now as the time pass, this pre-stress gradually loses its intensity. Okay, in sense gradually the pre-stressing force decreases with the passage of time. Okay, so 1000 kilonewton compressive force on the concrete, it will not remain throughout the life of the structure. It this pre-stress whichever has been now applied, it goes on reducing, and this reduction of pre-stress we call it as loss of pre-stress. Okay, I think in the first chapter I had discussed with you a small amount about this only. Okay, and we have defined a factor called eta. Okay, eta is the ratio of effective pre-stress or the final pre-stress divided by the what we call the initial pre-stress. Am I right now? So now, that is why the instance now people say that the original pre-stress will not remain constant. It gradually goes on decreasing. Okay, and over a period of time, okay, it will attain some value, but this loss goes on goes on occurring until the life of the structure. Okay, but usually it is estimated that around the loss varies from 15 to 20%. Around say now, in sense on an average for all our calculation, we can assume that 15 to 20% loss may occur over a period of time. Okay, this is one thing. See now, and now the question is now how exactly we measure this pre-stress. See now, whenever I apply the tension to the cable, okay, whenever I apply the tension to the cable, okay, cable will extend by some amount. Am I right? Now it will say for example now cable length is now say 5 meter now originally. Okay, when I apply the tension to it, it may become 5.2 meter. 5.2 meter in the sense, 0.2 meter it has extended. 0.2 meter it has been extended after application of this tensile force. Am I right now? So by measuring this extension of the cable, I can measure the pre-stressing force. This is one way. Otherwise, okay, usually what they do is now, in sense of whenever you are now pulling the cables, at the end of the cables they are going to attach some pressure gauges. Okay, so this pressure gauge will give you how much pressure or how much is the pre-stress we have applied. So these are the two ways in which we can calculate how much pre-stressing force we have applied. Okay, this is one thing. See now, so as I said you, this pre-stressing force, it it loses its intensity as the time pass. Okay, see now why it is important is now, why this loss of pre-stress chapter is important is now, suppose if a pre-stress concrete beam loses the pre-stressing force, but now what may happen is now one day, okay, it may it may not be able to carry the loads. When say for example now, if the applied pre-stressing force becomes zero, say for example now, okay, 1000 kilonewton pre-stressing force you have applied now, but now after say certain years, say now after say 20 years, If this precessing force becomes zero almost, Baba, now your beam doesn't carry the load at all. It collapses. It collapses. In the sense, what I would like to say is now, the stress distribution in concrete goes on changing with respect to this loss of pre-stress. Okay, or it may lose the load carrying capacity. That is the reason why, Baba, we have to estimate this loss of pre-stress. But my dear friends, one thing I will tell you, it's highly impossible to find out the loss at a given time, because this loss goes on occurring over a period of time. Say for example, now after 10th day, 10th day, okay, uh, this 1000 kilonewton load may become 999 kilonewton, 999 kilonewton. Okay, after say 1 month, it may become 998.5 kilonewton, something like that. It goes on reducing. Okay, so now, Baba, but it has been found that, in sense, some of the losses will occur during the jacking operation. Say for example, now I am now jacking the tendons, or I'm tensioning the cables, I am tensioning the tendons. Okay, during the tensioning operation also, now some loss will occur. Okay, then after tensioning, I am going to anchor it. I am going to anchor it. Okay, during this anchoring stage also, some loss of pre-stress will occur. Okay, and after anchoring is now over, during the subsequent time, say after 1 month, after 2 months, after 1 year, after say fifth year, sixth year, okay, some losses will occur. So now in this chapter, we are going to see what are the different reasons for this loss of pre-stress, and how we can estimate this loss of pre-stress. Okay, but under any circumstances, it's very very difficult to estimate this loss of pre-stress at a given time. Okay, but concrete technologists have found some ways to find out this loss of pre-stress at a given time. Okay, so now, that is one thing. So that's the reason why we say that, in sense, the losses of pre-stress can be now classified into these things now. Okay, in general, the losses may be classified into the following. One is loss of pre-stress during tensioning process. In a sense, whenever I am applying the tension to the cables, or whenever I am applying the tension to the tendons, okay, during that time, okay, some loss will occur. Okay, some loss will occur. Okay, and that is the first thing now. Okay, and under this, loss of pre-stress due to friction will uh, can be now can be taken into account. Okay, during this process of tensioning operation, loss of pre-stress due to friction will occur. Okay, next, after the pre-tension is now over, you are going to anchor it. Am I right? So during the anchoring stage also, some of the losses will occur. So the second loss is loss of pre-stress at the anchoring stage. Okay, and during this, the loss of pre-stress due to anchorage take up or slipping of friction wedges. Okay, this loss may occur during the anchoring stage. And the last one, the last loss is the loss occurring subsequently. Loss occurring subsequently means as the time pass, you have now anchored the cables to the beam. Okay, now over a period of time, some of the losses will occur. And what are those losses? Okay, we'll try to see now. The first loss is loss due to elastic shortening of concrete or elastic deformation of concrete. So what exactly it is, we'll see it later. Okay, second one is the loss due to shrinkage of concrete. Third one, loss due to steam curing. The loss due to creep of concrete. Then loss due to creep of steel or relaxation of steel. And the last one is loss due to bending of the members. Baba, out of these things, steam curing and bending of the members, they do not cause much losses. Okay, so we are going to neglect them, but 1, 2, 4 and 5, these things we are going to consider them in detail. Okay, okay sir. Now, so now this is a small introduction with respect to this loss of priestess. Thank you very much.